And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Russell. Now Freak. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Freak. Russell with it. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Indiana. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Chicago, 3.5 back.
And for Chicago, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
Outside Jackson. Here's Hibbert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Freak. 6 to shoot. From deep. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And Zhang kicks to Butler. Another shot. A rebound by the Lakers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
Freak. And the Bulls with another miss. Lakers leading by 7. Outside, Russell. Hibbert kicks to Anderson. He dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Russell. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Jackson drives in. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers lead by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of...
I feel like we're the hungriest team in the NBA.
No, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So the Bulls 5 right now. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Freak is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Here's Freak. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoops, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Randall's checked in for Splitter. Bulls trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Freak. Freak's got 6 points. Freak's gone 2 of 6 from long range. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Butler, he's checked in for Freak. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers on top, up by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. Our other priority has to be hitting the three-point shot. We've been off the mark so far, but it needs to.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. It's been a clinic out there. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. You've got Russell, Randall out there with Howard, and it's Mills, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the list. Bulls trail by 5. And stolen by Russell. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
And so Russell hits them both.
check out the stats for Russell. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And
And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. The Lakers second.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good.
Some good numbers there for Hibbert. He has 9 points and a block. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
And Turner kicks to Butler.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
5 on the clock. Zhang with a screen on Hibbert. Three-pointer, Butler.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And here they go. A minute 50 left in the third. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Hibbert. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Hibbert's got 6 here in this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hibbert's got 14 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Turner kicks to Butler. Zhang with the screen for Butler. Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 11. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard comes in for Roy Hibbert. And it's Anderson in for Roberson. And the second free throw, good. Bulls trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Chang, a screen. Turner against Russell. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. That is good.
Evan Turner.
Here's Russell. He's got 16.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
He kicks it to Jackson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Jackson's got 6.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Butler in the corner. Offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 11. And we'll be back right after this. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Los Angeles leading by 11. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Thiago Splitter. Doris?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for the Lakers provided some information. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
Well, thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is out there with Freak, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Gibson dishes to Rose. Back to Gibson. Joe Johnson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rose passes to Noah. Excellent D from Howard.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Rose kicks it to Noah, and it's sent back by Howard. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 6 assists now in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bulls trail by 17. Outside Rose.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Floats one up, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
First free throw is good.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He's got 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.